and somebody going Yanye, a Pamomo, if I am the Koya Yanye, open so and did and Jumo.
Evangelist, Papa.
Oh, yeah, evangelist. You see, these are some of the things, sir. No.
Don't go. Oh, yeah, evangelist.
Please.
I called him that. And
Casano.
That the Lumba, you know. Basso da bay.
Oh, me that's it. Yango pon ya do mo a. Eye eda me me day.
Eye me that way.
Me day 13th. And eye no beba so. E wo Asante Mantem.
Eye Kumasi
Baba Yara Sports Stadium. E hona eye pon no e beba so.
Me that way.
Me pa chan.
Eye enough time on bet they are planning a year. Oh,
say planning there say the late Charles Kojo Fosu.
Yes.
The one friend Daddy Lumba Ofremu July. Ofremu July no it in 1 week.
Sure.
30th August. 2nd September.
Yes.
And review meeting of course so
yes.
Abusuani nyina kasa abusuani nyina including ne mane ne yere no ma waja won akire ene na busua e corner royal family of Pakosun Suta omunyina abusua panyini ono na oti akire as chairman for sa occasion no and the same time the chairman for funeral planning committee and yen so na ye wo ho as representatives are sabi that the Lumba politicians, business people near the adini and it was a big stakeholders meeting and a course. The whole discussion about a dead baby at
that meeting
the issue of Kunani Nabi Remu.
Okay.
So it was that meeting, no, and now the issue of 6th and 13th, no, a buy.
Okay.
It is a bit now, baby, because and Yananum Menshia, almost the 13th, no, a babe 2 abontene, no, nay, Britia, beer, not just as any partner. I think it's not being fair and sincere to the preparation towards the final funeral right, you know. Because will be a car or canon, be no more the Kojina court. To go to now more Cobenina, no, say planners in so no.
Yes,
we're also planning.
You are saying, sir, whilst now the legal side they also in court, no. Now more planning committee, the more
of course,
with 13 December.
Yes, because you 1 week.
Yes.
Okay, so I moved the motion, say yen dissolve committee because now you juma because I made them be boy. And I'm saying no. They want more organize event way.
1 week, no.
1 week way. I cry say nyam fa so dia brebus yen. Mo to aso yes mo free mo don abohan mo na be boy. So they pleaded with us. So anything it's like
someone to aso near the main
funeral. No? So it's like me take say time or more bisa be can say when a committee no more be dissolve no nam say what is happening? Because I say mo na maka asem no mo na mo de yisebi dwato ato akire ama mpanimfo akukudamo because me catch your composition of the said committee na yembe mpanimfo pa ahemfo so politicians and no ankasa na busuafo akukudam ewo so
funeral
planning committee no na ne yere keto na busuafo ne yere na ankasa na ne yere panyina busuafo ne yere na panyini no na omumma no representatives omuyina. So I was like man so ne ba yenti quickly na bi mo pese omotwe omo what I say man ye hu say na asenkrofo bi na enye omo de that wasn't the case. And that is not the case because Sebi menti bi mpanyin sem da ase
FM
obi ewu na panyini bi say ewu na obi beba say me immediate family ade aminim no o man we mu say yebusua and na apart from say you want many kinds of family no there are 2 principal families across the globe.
Yes,
be it nuclear or extended. na wo ba yen ebibremu ha na say yen ebibifuo yi dia ene asante ne akanmamre mu dia
yes
yewo nuclear no ene extended
sure
enti nuclear no obi be ka chiro say twotwo mucho a ewiase yewo composition na omo na a formal sa nuclear no and answer immediate because nuclear and immediate family no interchangeably but there's a slight difference the difference here is say with nuclear family no parents plus kids nature say o papa o mama and our siblings
and the
nuclear and obi anim and a ba wide and so o grandparents or grandchildren they come home of a beer ni immediate family and it will be tena baby no kasa or your aunt or your cousin or your nephew or your niece they all fall under extended family
which is the wider family and in fact the law also contemplates the wider family. It is what the law says on the authorities under customary law. Death finally determined the authority which a member of a family had over his person and control and authority over the corpse vested absolutely in the wider family, who were responsible for giving the deceased a funeral not only befitting the status he attained in life, but one compatible to the social standing of the family in the community, and members of the family were obliged to contribute to the arrangement. When it comes to funeral, the law actually contemplates the wider family. And the ebusia here no enye just the nuclear family. Into that point, no should be made clear. I
think say Nikwe and other versus Oko 1993, 1994. Yes. One Ghana law report case now can yen and a court on the can say corpse no is vested absolutely in the wider family.
The wider family.
Yes, so clearly no if you know a wider family there into nuaba mem or fam mem. Oh, when Tina make us say lawyer be na pay dia. There are certain things I would to anymore a basic knowledge in law. I will be advised to say please stop it here because travel ko baby because court na can pay. In fact, court on say in this instance and an instant case no court on can pay say the widow had no role. Has no role in the funeral arrangement. However, court no can say the children of the deceased father are entitled to discussions because it mu ye nkwada na amono abusua no bebo mamane say ni person ye bia yesie mo papa enya wo na ba kire say yesie papa say you abusua no wider family no a be headed by abusua panyini no and all this ade ne beto manim wo ye kunani a you have no role absolutely to determine your deceased husband family and a funeral. No.
But say in this that Lumba case, no, because so far dispute at court, no, on who was the lawfully married wife of that Lumba, and only dispute at court. As far as when there was any son man is concerned, no, say the man soon be a man, and
oh, when you say, to be honest with you, on 2nd September, our Erata Hotel, during review meeting, seminar coordinating at that time, Nebusha Penny a chairman, and I'm a vice chairman on the committee. Enti Mekrana, Madam Akosia Sewa,
okay,
Odyssey Miss say, Honorable Pacho was MK. And I'm so
now that meeting now Kosia say one
kasa hobby.
Okay.
On said the drama and the dabontino. Sometimes I look at them and say, hey, ain't it na course no na say be na because on one kasa no can't share me. Say honorable me wasemka. I'm so man pacho kasa. No so me pacho na me kunu. In fact we use say Charles. Bagana no ankasa obe ware na emum okasa oba bewo.
Yes.
Nkwada.
Okay.
Nankopon nim na meka sasem we. The one na make say oh because then agenda ne ho.
Yeah.
What's agenda no we 1 week mo ye accounts the call ye sikasem ya free car bank for amomaba omo go through the statement. Every person was accounted for at the 1 week observation. Emomu ye kromo bo mo say ma ye ne o. Good. Now the case anam say me pacho any we there nka yente basunko which is a committee of a sort to look into the issue now we're raising no. Sana me can no. And to my dismay, meti ya say let us dear him. Actually, they call Baba Jama Chambers. I'm a responsible. Afi meti say the assembly na court. So I was like, but court no dey na for reliefs. Ne nyu kuna na nkwa. Sure. Was yen declare no as the only surviving spouse. Sure. One of the reliefs. Afi so no yen share busuano na onom performance I we do wood right no. Kuna no. Afi so no court on hwe say busunya panyini ene odobroni nyankita hodie say bia massive say do ofre no no ho no. Afi so no court on hwe say odobroni ni kwa so parody ne ho as surviving wife. Spouse of the late
there was no Lumba. Relief for the organization of the funeral. And no dear Obiat and what to say Penny would have to lead.
And no Monty Omo say almost a court no almost a filing injunction.
Yes.
And almost say injunction no court no my yen stop where you know. Sure. Because a yen bus will be affecting my many conjugal and property rights.
Yes.
Yes, as one of the claims.
That one is understandable.
Yes, and a court no
during the pendency of
yes, and a court no this say injunction ne go yeah. And a court no na make say authority am side there be basic
funeral and burial and be behind the wider family.
Wider family me say menti bi panyinsem da say obi awu na wote ho na obi apia ba say ye direct na meaning say we indirect family yeah what direct me na me immediate me na me chocho mucho na una ye chocho mucho dia ene mu nsin konya na chocho mucho fo no e mo nsa mamoy adie bi wo ho a o de ba be boso a e wo say wotenase because me say nya Daddy Lumba ye we ya na asama matia say de ntia Ghana is ranked as countries with lowest IQ. Yet also 10th. Daddy Lumba you na demonstrate amamehu. I'm telling you, me share encrofor level of intelligence, level of thinking. And here did ya temwa omu dina. Mitimi tinasi din say why all these insults? Because before say Obi, oba dwene say unua be ma ne da ho. Oba dwene say unua ba ne da fom no. E wo sa wo sa dwene hu bi o say unua be ma ne da fom no. Wo you obi papa o. O de ne ba wiase. Wo you obi kunu.
Yes.
Wo ya busuya bi de hye. Wo ye kro bi de hye. E no ye oman bi de hye. Daddy Lumba. Yes say. Wo ye Ghanaian musical legend.
Yes.
Yankase a corner musical legend. And Apakoso musical legend. People must get it right. And nothing I'm penning for, including presidency. Obia pese or anani memory.
Sure.
Ati prakopena utisi na mo didi obia tem. Because the issue of kune. Me kai se me o akra me no kan bibi say when it comes to performance of widowhood writer, it's at the behest or at the discretion of the deceased family. Emma me kokani wo UTV. In fact Peace FM. Emma lawyer no. Ebisa me say na we so MP. Tien you. And I was like, do we really learn in this country? Because me sabi me akani santini ba me ye de she. Amimi didi nyase akonya mimi ni mamre ni mamane anti age ansa anya ma bro azama ma ko school. O te dem eche. Na me gemi nim ni de mesua me maka ho asem no. Wo pese wo implicate me based on ade amaka. At the end of the day court no can pay say obi betima perform kuna and I want me perform no ya busuya ne dia
that for the
exactly my point. But what did you attempt sir? Now the point I'm making is ya besre papa no wabre enti no omoma na somdwe because we are talking about obi oba wiase na he was gifted. Na one find the talent in the agro.
In the agro.
What to nyum wachuro nyum over 200 songs. 33 studio albums to his credit.
Album be a hit.
Hit. In fact, a juma wa ye ewo nyum tuo mu no. Ghana benye bi na che. Because you go find a way. And you know bet my 100 in Puna Gweze wa cross. You go find a way. Yes, Beku didn't fata na kono. And Anameka say he was a national treasure. O mine edi ne so mfa so. Ne nyam ne nyom tuo sinti. Adofo ka bomu. Na ne nyom tuo sinti no. Ka kuro bomu. Enti odwuma din oba be ye. Any enmonyam ebata ni din ho no. E wo se ni wudabre mu yi. Sa ni monyam no ebata ni funu ho.
Ebata funu no.
Enti dia na bone na waye.
Na yenim se enra media reports by say otekoko so otumfo say tutu a otoso mienu na opese ohia ebusua no na meet na amaso motu akwose Thursday no cry wo me yedan.
You see mesere wo mo obia mfa otumfo merera sansembue.
Okay.
Santehene is above sa pettiness way. Mesere wo mo papa omafo fofra omo fanso abusua panyini so se omugu ne ho fi no. You shouldn't travel to Menshia. Penforce yesi obi etie. Asemi peja baaye.
Yes.
At the committee level, omo entie ama committee kra anti nipa mo manhwe. Omo de call court no. The learned judge no. Esan e de afutuo ma omo se munko na munko siesie ni fie. Omo entie the learned judge no. Omo sa abegine mu court. Emra ye bon junction ni gu ye no. Entam ba mu. Omo sa kan tam. Omo kan entam no. Asa ko twe sante hini be mu eye menhia tie ni ye o. Eno na di menhia picture ba mu sante o mie na no wasemi mo. Ena nananom tina konya sebi obia omo ofeku nze divisions ni wo. Enti fekutre no eye dade so abahene ho na pa akoso a dade Lumba free no ati ehye na chese wo se jase for no mo hwe no mo cancel no nananom etina se misu yi omo tu omo fo se munko na munko yi bibia e wo koto mra omo ntie nananom still no mo ginam afe time koba se bakwa kantem hunu na omukọ ya amanebo abusuapanyin so kotwa ni dwan baako ne wofa se oba ne so kotwa dwan baako no na minim se nke hokre beso ho anso ho unim se
yes
nanka court no omusa file injunction foforo e ebeto funeral account ne so sika 1 week ni nya ye na ye senka final funeral right ye de ye ntoto ye no mo di injunction to so ko mo ni say ye discuss ye di injunction to scan so dia say ne preparation ne ye to what no god ena omo yes ah etina ka court no be move sa application no Monday we you Kumasi quickly omo who say from the look of things no e bia ne ma ne nkoma wo mo say de omo hu no e hwa na omo discontinue Kumasi suit no and omo cyber file for another suit with the same issues ewo Accra
and okay say omo why mo na file say
omo ne nam court so court to the ye ne to be court
akoso ya say wa side na
omo ne nam court asem na making what you say and omo they are just abusing legal processes enti omo asa bankran omo bankran no yakopon ya adoma Thursday Anna Eco General Jurisdiction Court 5 Court na kanena nanadoma hene wo ho no say now there's a new judge yeah enti ne ho na Eco enti what is say omo yes o na menhia say Thursday menhia ka Thursday bia omo rely on sa injunction no na me advisor me de manipani obi my politics ache ena minim preparation awo ye edru baby a now say court emungu a in the wisdom of the court no ebia na akoye diamo because as we speak nana dadia so abahene ne abusuan panyin led coordination ya babontene jingle yebo funeral invitation eko bay balls have been erected ote dem eche no omo beba aba boss canopy ni ade ni nyina omo ye brochure everything have been contacted.
Yeah.
I can tell you confidently say a year no the about 90% preparation there.
Baba, it doesn't also mean sir if the court establishes a breach beer court no intimate consequential orders. In fact, we are in a country even whole constituency elections court need to be calling for a rerun. In the other day, shut down.
No, what I'm saying is
the faster preparation. The court cannot give
there are decided cases, and then on per se. Obibeka say Miami hon lawyer namtia. What he said, there are decided cases.
Says the preparations.
I'm telling you,
cannot give any.
No reasonable court will give that order.
Even when there is a clear breach of law.
Unless say be borders on criminality and maybe
even when there is a clear breach of law.
Unless maybe it is linked with national security threats.
No.
So what I'm saying is sir hope we.
Yes.
And obi tia.
Yes.
Na osoman suma won twaso no oni de ntia
no but e was someone so man nioma ye clear say when there is a breach of law no court there's
no breach here.
Let us
there's no breach here. Very simple unim there's no breach because then American say a decision that has been taken somewhere September or the them our preparation somewhere September and you think everything is set and for the date yaba nananom so omo tintesu omo mfa wo
edi o ka se enra ebusuana nkomenhia enra
me say call mo call in fact it was only ebusuan panyini
pe de call menhia
tie omo call
okay
ohine nhia wo mo it was only ebusuan panyini ohine no ope update eye ne nananom a odi asem no like edi na akoso eye amane bo no omo no ahemfo no de kobo opinsuo dia wuti na bontini nya that the Lumba nsem ankrofo kan nyina emu 90% nya no correct. I'm telling you propaganda nko eto omo na adwena ma ohene. That's what I'm saying. So 24 is about this mo biam and dragging into this madness because ohene is our king. He's the embodiment of Asantema and I won't sit down say mo pese and pillars of democracy in this country must say politicians must say asofo ya nanan mo maka omo beginem ensemble omo do omo no betum amaye no mo pese mo san use sa so called social media edigu omo ho fi so that obi anka assemble panyine ni fie. I won't sit down
as a member vice chairman of the funeral planning committee. Now obi say obi asking me for Tumfo and the chief of Pakoso have been formally invited for the funeral.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge Pakoso has been duly invited. Yes. And
Otekoko swear.
Say nuntina. Ebusuan penyo ko ho no.
Okay. In that briefing no akọ
so uti the omo can be no. You see ohene ne de hie ne da ho no.
But I won't say invite so no. Say Pakoso die ye muma ne invite as funeral planning committee ne invite na na say ye ebusua and invite which is which.
Oh. They been say busunya panyin wider family no exactly. Okay. No, you see when it comes to this nature funeral planning committee their coordination amuye. You only coordinate to say fancy your subcommittee on security, your subcommittee on traditions and what do you call it protocols. Your subcommittee on market security and operations on. Your subcommittee on budget and finance and sponsorship. When they say that is the enti you only coordinate say be okay bambo sem to say bibia de danakwem to say the 1 week in the no and me hunu say
if there is invitation I know nyamo na mo be say we say you invite you obi a Especially if the person is a traditional leader.
No, but it must be done in consultation with the family.
With the family. And you are saying, sir, in the case of Pakoso Dieno, Sana Moye, in consultation with the family.
Of course.
Not just say, Eba say, Ekope, a legend no crabrea. More than never cop Pakoso na Kosieno. And I say, Honomonye,
me to the best of my knowledge there, Métier, I for no said or Motina, so and then she share any dia. Na Krabe no be kwa ye Pakoso na I think say na e was a yinim. It is a ankoso or Pakoso dia bia. Some I may not know, but bia na empenfo ahwe say nipa bonifo obi so enkwa mu ne ho. Enti ni nyina no no the matter of security issues. I don't want to talk about because I've seen videos and crofobicra threat.
Yeah, because once I have fixed date for the funeral.
Yes.
Was I confirm me I say me day.
Yes.
By now we should know baby abekwa kosie.
Baby abekwa kosie na maka kire say now it's out say Pakoso. Say enya Pakoso na eyensuta ne maame na omode ne koto ne ho a. I mean where they say immaterial. You shouldn't believe that. No, what I'm saying is say we baby ayekwa kosie no. Adofunu no be ana.
No.
Now when you are we so
enya that simple.
Enya that simple la.
You know say baby ayesie ni
na me kire say baby ayebesie.
You yensie ni okoma.
Oti asekra no ne wishes.
Munim ne wishes no.
Of course, no dey munim. Family nim ne wishes. Enti no a matter of say ne wishes as against traditions me boa. Any dey on be reconcile no. Enti no dey enye issue. The most important thing is oman no be hunu say ampa the late daddy ono ne odahoyi ye de na to asabi adakam ye de ne ko amusieye yakwa akopɛ ne krabe oti dem eche no na me kire wo say daddy Lumba uja na oman no krabe gi no se nyese bi a tradition ababe remu kakra aden say ye call state house state assisted burial oman ni se o maso Chief of Staff spoke on behalf of presidency.
It is Yebeman state burial.
Yeah, it was state assisted burial straight away.
Okay, state assisted.
We requested so.
Okay.
But now Onokra can say in fact chief of staff can say that the Lumba is even above a state barrier because of an impact.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or can say no.
It is state assisted in this case. Ne be a kai beba hono mine beba.
Mine no beba. What you say? There's a difference between full state barrier and state assisted barrier. Yes, there's a clear difference. Yes,
I get it.
And you know, unlike Abia, Yamame Konedu dia say be
state barrier.
Yeah, full state barrier. Yes.
Into the take out and then they say a yene baso me main day. E baso Kumasi. E baso Kumasi Sports Stadium.
Yes.
You can confirm
all things being equal. All things being equal. All things being equal.
But that means as we speak, we are certain.
No, we are certain. You see, I will say, Maka say, there's injunction
pending for Thursday.
For Thursday, exactly. So I was saying, use.
But the injunction is not on the funeral. And yet on the funeral.
You see, the point is that Sikasem and Omo we yesu so no almost sign eco servo funeral home transition for God. So it tells you say transition is also looking say be a Thursday no what you say obi answer me cancel for obi anchero. And what I'm suggesting and they say back and forth no. You see to what end?
But the other side so the last time I mean after court no edene judgment by mene Papa Shee edi nkomo wa ha. Papa Shee.
Oh, okay.
So unim Papa Shee. Unim no
that was so nya madam for that was.
Na say menka so madam we say unim na.
Into the can was.
In mene edi nkomo no ka kire say ono na abusua no ayi ne say onkasama omo like abusua ne kasama afo.
Abusua no say abusua say.
Oh, ono person kire say ayi abusua e fa ne say. Obo akosia sewa obo Lumba that osi na ma me bi that Lumba nua e no obo wo fa bi ni anti bi mo ene ade se
na omo nia no omo betimi de akasa.
Oh, na say they say we spokesperson no nche say we nia no a de be kasa omo yi spokesperson ono ka say omo no ebe pese yie ni be ko next year say April or say March by which time ana that Lumba man e wo school or Germany ne ade no omu nyina ma kwan no omatimi aba yie ni bi. Why don't you think said that proposal no make sense?
You see, almost say maka same way say anybody can be a destroyer. And not anybody can be a builder.
Yes.
Say o distract here there. Obi abetima yebi. So what is the guarantee says enka o wa 13th na ma so a e bia o propose 14th na beba so. You see people you see we need to be critical. Ade bia wo ye bia ansamo ni obi abetima de bi. So o person frustrating process no makaba. Onim say transition. Ade na o say enka a bail of 10,000.
Yes.
Onim say almost 80,000 and a bear busia no. In fact, almost kase almost signed the appeal no almost filing no.
Yes.
Any sir injunction application we cry no a cost ka ho a abusuan betumatua. It's not a joke. I'm telling you, but they are suffocating. All because of sir litigations way. And that the Lumba wa born a bra. But that is a yoko for ache o. Why won't mean bail o? As we speak, obi antimi call ni estate team because emrap the bibia ho.
Yes.
What you say?
Yes.
In fact, the wall the crown 1 year time.
Uja way all there. You
May
know
say,
that for a fact.
Buja yo when ya buy back chama.
Sure.
When ya wulo, when ya wulo. Emra danimi no nyina ho.
Yes.
Because a PNDC law, 111 interstate succession law no. E be charge apade and say wan ya. And no sa ho no kra no. Oh yeah, ye kosa amra ni mu kra na. Wo ye wo fa won ka ho.
Oh, that
ye sister won ka ho.
Emra ne kire
And Sally, yes, and at the ono ankasa wele so no so wo ho. Eti we no kra din ka ye new property nsem.
Yes.
Eye papa no ankasa sebi. Wa free mu somewhere July. Na bibie koso kama until say we were hit by sa kuna semu kokoko gina court no ade. Yakwa manaba besi wisdom ebusuan panyin de to abontene.
Which is
a man me enu nyina enye kuna because 1 week no omo kan bomu ma na ye fefefe. Yes. But akoye te say omo mo ne na mo chire no bi so de aye business yante ase ekutia bi asabi eni fapim eni nyina so ye beje we mu say be ena omo say obi ebusuan ye ma omo. But ebusuan fo bi na ma ho kwan. If not ena no bi beka so no kasa ma. Say me your spokesperson mam omo.
Okay, ode ma me some 2 minutes me ba. Papa Shee wote me nka akwa ba ete sen. Evangelist, what a minka?
Pajamiton gown.
Yeah, Danyamia say, sir, oh, here, dear.
Mako, dear.
And I also here.
A radina go for Shamipa, may I make Uncle Jim Wachuma?
Yeah, Danyamia say, ain't the end, Yane, vice chairman of the funeral planning committee, and the studio. I mean, him, say, we name Honorable Collins, who's Swamanqua, we name no.
I mean him honorable.
Yes. Enti wamaya swate se nyame adoma memende 13th December ye nyina yade nyina ye dofo that Lumba yie no baso wider family na busua no age atom 13th fi na yie no baso monso mo wasa information no mebo
a minim dia all kind of she because me mama George na Jamfi ya odi ye mama Amesia Daddy Lumba mama adie opa ya Poku Robert ya odi mama George na Jamfi achi ye mama Akosia Bempoma ene Sinafosu Mela Derek Pastor Sami Ohima Akwati Mama China Afi ye nana Efia Adoma 84 years. Ye mame nana Efia Kobi. Any abuchianka ye nyina nim say ye no maso. Ye beba so much. Ye ne ade ayemim.
Monomonim say a year beba so much.
The patcho be break by yenim. The normal commensia Emma and somebody going Yanye Pamomo. If I am the Koya Yanye or Pemswa and Didi and Juomo. Whom is almost on the Santa Crop and Soji. And also on the guy in the crop and Soji. Then a show for a year or Pemswa after so. Koyi by Tino. A dead person I would be a year. One penny the amount of Pemswa or bad tie. When you could have poor, when you yankani a Wisnia, where a penny one and either form. A papa many young sending your friend in Solomon. It's in an hour, I knew one more invitation on the buy. It's your Busiana say, a year of so much. Yanani idea meaning.
Me pacho after say a year 1 week new year, you know. Yate say a stakeholder review meeting be baso September. Okay. Na stakeholders ni nyina wo ho your friend is say maame akosia say wa odobru ni ebusuafo obia na obia wo be in September. Okay, sa meeting no.
E pa jo me ko meeting ni bi pa na me so wa bi.
At that meeting no decisions being na meeting no eteki say na da be na be ye no.
The tian say ye Shee aye na ye bubu akonta no. Na yehu die see no for 1 week no. Na ye suggest ye say ye no brebe na ye na nkaye. It is suggestion no. Na nipa ni bi ka say okay nkianya no. December 6. Na ebika say the December 6 ni dey farmers day e be crash president mama. Ene ni dwumadi a obedi no Ghana. Se na de dika no na president mama ka say or interest say and go be share that the Lumba ni monyam on be man state burial. International say ne be crash. Ene bi agent to say ne emfa nko 13th. Na sa time no na bi abanzen ga kwandufo nso aba. Ene bi so ga say emfa nko next year. We didn't hear mommy and say can but yen choose say on the season ye be no and now 13th and an year no ye be no ye ne yade a ye brobo so na mum ya nya no papem ko si say omo fe na no say ye mesin yan ko president wa Collins uso amanka o ti unche onabo okowis padi gu so jeni ano ye chiame ama yewra Jerzebra asum no bo amane say that the Lumba busiafo na aba no na omotie yie no ombe no 6 of December e ho na memete ye e ho na anke boy ite mama akosi ate one brother te ye e ho na ye ka hu na Mr Kempon ye nyina ye tie omo ye se simpapani e no omo aye kokuo mu ade omo anka nche ye nyina ekodu ono mko kan ne TV sa pepe ne nim no ite na mama brempo ma ba bonte ka se e yie no wote no mframem e na mama akosi ate wa we ye kunani ka so ne so ete no mframem bi so omo represent mama akosia bempoma no eye giga onukwa aba oba na yenim omo anka nche egozi se ho ne ekonyina agoti bi
ba as far as momo ye concerned no say eye ne ba so memende ya enya ade amobesi ho
o enya ade a eye bi e ba so na ngambezi aka se yensi ho go one no asati ura na o hwa asati so amanya nkopon ye opem so no wodin sa command nra no wanye wonsa wodi ojai koye wanye die na e ka kire wo e ka kire say you are not welcome there so ba be ye bia odi o ya kola akre so huni nyansa na gadi gwantoa e command go for say open for nana se mafuma fa cheme so ade ase so be nyanga ko ye be yenga na
enro mensia no ko bi
de ba jo no ma ko bi bat mama China ko bi mama ko se abempoma ko bi ena ofaya foku ko bi ebusiana me represent wo mo no omu nyina ko bi pato bebrede ti won mo maka tele no
mama China say ono ade nani hu otumfo enra
yetene say nana MP ama bonten enti na hemfo temi na hemfo no a omu be every message no bre omu abusia pani TV a ono so ka kire Collins a usu ama nkwa wote onche no ohine no a omu ba amane no omu bo amane de kire ebusiafo ekọ no by 95% ye ebusiafo no eye Lumba toto mu tofo no omu ka kire omu ambato dini anyo omu yai no
inti ena uni mo hene kro ena na ohene na ekse o kasa wo tumfo din mu
The pato, some Menstiano Moko, Yana Meboa.
That's
true. And
true.
almost Joining Sanko, Yana Meboa.
That's true.
And almost Omoka by Tira. Tom Ray, Yanomba, the Yeda de Lumba. Who go by to be now one need giant, one yen Sanadia and Okacho. The so Benyansa for ye Bunbe, Yankanasem. There's a year I'm playing the Moyan so. You are one play a year now, much more yen so. Flavia say, because when I went here put on what they say, and tomato cucuria was the ones I did a cheat. There was a penny here for two, and would see it, and you would send in Anya Bako, and no war party because they have been for man transit. Now, Yapokun transit. Mama, George and Jenkins, and you would send in Antasia, and I went to Chiapa and Catania Marine number. So I say,
yeah. Materia, what can I say? I mean, except to say, would ye the other side, then so the more can say, Enra meet and yadia, Ubiad Nenihu Tumfo, or take a course in this Ubiad never because of 2 for Anyensa, or 2 for Ani Giant idea. Na ebia nipano enkano kra ewomu no 2 for ankasa sa meeting no omo enhu no meeting na se wa ma meeting no in the wine na ka so 2 for anyensa
no me pa do me pray any dey kwa zomba to ye wa wan sonsem
yeah meaning sir
na himfo a omo de da sa anyama na ibi zana na tukwa kwa na obi ko de chi a ye wa himfo no ma omo etwen na na so omo tana na echi
okay.
But that's what I say.
Okay.
And you run a son, someone I will be guy on your side or Brosadian so. But so far the barman here.
That's
the bow Nantes here, the India bow. So I say, Pacho. Auntie, Obi Jabba, because you are Mawa. If it's a now some ban with Masam Greba, the tip any game mante. So I say, you are when a abofra. No, I go to an man about the channel, so my man of anything. What in our house is to be a and then you have got in a year, but you know, what do you have to social media? So, yeah, you run on every tour. That got in a year, 5 days to a year, Kakaway. A better know how I come.
Okay.
And the one to go on with any was about what or no committee no count where you put that won't count with you.
Funeral planning committee.
Your family committee never on another year, so about committee that. One in a much umizans and your base were raised on the committee. I don't know that in a much. There's a one loose MPC. I got paid there. Evangelism. Papa,
hello, Papa C.
Calling Samanga.
Papa C. Hello, Papa C.
I can't say MP.
Hello,
former MP.
Hello. Papa C. Okay. The Papa C is ready so be me. I'm going to Papa C. Don't say I know any I say, Papa C near 10 and Cano. But ye basic because I've been a sway echo areas are any. But Honorable Collins, clearly, no. I mean, yeah. It seems there is no agreement around the table on 13th. Or more say a match next year, and there's not an agreement anywhere around the table. And clearly, yeah, Papa, yeah, no.
Oh, Obi, answer my can say anybody can be a destroyer. Anybody can be a destroyer. And say Obi and I say or no, they were a destructive element. Obegu da de Lumba ho fi obegu obia sebi wo nyansa ani nimde e de boa bibia ho a ebi na koyonso wo frɛ ni oba beka yi o te dem je no cheze wutimi hu say
evangelist Papa Shee.
Onya evangelist. You see, these are some of the things.
No. Don't go or
evangelist. Please.
I called him that. And
Kasano, sebi. Obi, menya kwada o.
Sure.
What did they mention?
Sure.
Enya na nse na meko parliament o. Makwa ko ECOWAS parliament na mti hano. What did they mention? Me ye madwuma me wo me work esemiti omoka. Papa Shee. Se oso obe fa nyame no be nyame adwuma o ma ne kasa honte. Kasa ye no enye de What you say? Or you're not just so about attacking me a politician. And this straight bullets a bar and this if for crowd the mammy dear chance it went out cano. A dear and hammy baby. But the bottom line is in his capacity as dear crown and most our friend. Because I know that the confusion never. No, maybe Ebusian penny Kasama Ebusiano. Ebusiani the
other side, that's what
the other side.
Say, Mammy been pomadi, Akosia Brun, Akosia say, Wamoni or more can win.
So, Casa, when you saw it in Yabusiani. And you saw Casama Kosia say, Uncasama Ebusia. Or so Casama, no, maybe also a Cambo Mabel, good. Also, Moya no mo say Okasama immediate family. Only say immediate family, Daddy Lumba ni immediate family. If we are seeing in our bar, ya come you no pay. Only say
Ninu ba no.
Me no. Only you ma me no baako.
Okay.
We nam ha. What is the mention? Baako akodi ne wo fa echi. De okodi ne wo fa echi na e first na fosu. Wakodi abusuan panyin echi mebo a. Okay. Good. Panyin no de bia wankodi abusuan panyin echi. Enti se wo pese wo hunu no sa triangular yina. Ebe ma picture ni nyina. Good. Te se Abrante koyon so frɛ ni se ne maame wuye no o maame wuye wo hunu ne maame fu no o de ntokwa se ya confusion se ya enti ni nua na danfo
ni why maame Lumba maame wuye no
dabi koyon so ne maame wuye ono ane maame wuye wo hunu ne maame fu no o te de meche no o de san ntokwa kasa se tantantan se ya ema onua kuma ekwako onua kuma no tie onua kuma no ne busu apanyin ko ye one enti at the end of the day ne funu no ko di ni nua kuma no ne busu apanyin ne ho enti the same thing and as a Faustina so ekogina na busu apanyin achi na se funu ko di o mo ha enya me nwanwa because you see I think the problem
Collins clearly funeral on Saturday into me maso and
is
it coming on Saturday?
It's coming on. I'm unim. We say eba ema. Then there's a grand scheme.
No, I want to take your word because you said on the funeral committee.
No, you see.
In fact, Enokra says how funeral committee. Enokra, how do you respond to it also?
Oh, unwa kwada auto no bedini. On say obi adwene mo ha wonim say no kan nsem. Yamfa ne say yete hey. Ana mo production team. A team,
yes,
more head of production. Meme Collins, met me akwa kogumo production team.
No,
unless e be a makoko takoje warrant be enya to me. And is out committee, na sa committee no busa penny chairs that committee. Na there hasn't been any resolution say ebusa penny na dissolve sa committee no, and I will be anko court and koje warrant say in dissolve sa committee na. Utimi jina baby ka say what dissolve sa committee. It's only encrofo madwinu mo ha. And na sansem bi se omutimi de babontene because mete wono asem na wo ka no me ya na me pese me hwe say wadwene mu do because asem na wo ka no committee no ma form no say if there is a dissolution a committee members no do one would take a decision and abusa panyina babontene say me go sa committee no
okay
but say if there's a another committee, not that committee need be complement here. I have no problem. But say obe jina baby na wa kan say the egu obi hunfi no. It tells you say woni pa na wo Canada no atum no wadwene ne mo.
The story that came out said one resigned from the committee. Now how do you respond to that story?
Oh, one will say I think sometimes me nua be adwen say the media is the problem in this country.
I didn't hear.
Because one say me your voice me no ka say
yes
ma resign ya say me ka say ma resign me resign ya me ka say me resign what is the major asemo a me kan ye ne say sa en bruha na e koso we be yekuna we nyekuna I don't want to comment on it and nipa ne say honorable to resign now nipa ne na ka na say mo wo de kotie e central di bi na ka na say e no mo wie no mo ye artwork oh UTV oh I resign obi so ampe. But those with critical minds no say there be papa no voice bi ama abontene ebe na koyo so aso mode nam ye say wo kra wo kasa wa resign ontie ma no kasa wo ensem na omo ka no me say emu 90% ye ntro omo nka no kre enti wo no omo e deal a the idea ni say ye begu da Lumba ho fi ye begu nanimu ase if not sabi nananom akoshiamo nana mo se mokoye autopsy enti se mokoye autopsy dia ene 6 na
o kan enra meeting no
there be on say asem no o man back and forth o on say this is not the first time o mo come menshia o
yes
on say menshia there say be say ontimi call so anim sa levels
okay
enti why exhausted say be sa man hene mu na nadade so aba hene ene ahemfo ekeka ho nyina including otumfo nkoso hene ohun de meche na ya sawasen omo nyina do ma no ato asem ni mu
okay
ama decision aba say 6 na ebeto odwa no yesre 6 no ye dey call 13th because more request say mo pese mo koye autopsy that the Lumba o July enya that the Lumba funa na menim say ye dey 5 to 6 months and koye autopsy me hu bi da
okay
enti say obeka che me say koye autopsy a maybe say me hu say papa no wuye no aden omo endwidwa no an hunu de kun no na omo call bank hospital so no omo ni record na anya bia ne ba ne ma omo bro 30 years Denise soon to be a practitioner, a legal practitioner. Any Calvin ne ba be ma panyina omo gina ho no ye twetwa omo papa wo se wonye nkwada we mu ni na je se okoye foforo enti koye foforo so where the noise it is omo yes aniema ni nyina ewia na oba na wo ka se monto mo bo a then they start insulting you no almost send a text message but you see achim for moto ye me de almost say ochiman ye nhwe mane say
yes
some of us by virtue say not that the Lumba yeah you're close to you know you're close to us na ye tebin kokoa mu nkomo nyina no yetimi atibi no ene ne na brabo a obebo ye ene sebi na ho fama ode ma oman no ye ntina ho emma enipa bibre bia ense that the Lumba legacy.
But don't you also think, sir, because you were brought in to serve on a funeral planning committee and no Emma wonye a family member, be it the extended or the nuclear. Ain't why all this stress on you? I don't know how baby because you are not a member of the family. No. You were only brought in to serve on a funeral planning committee.
Sasem we okay. Obi a wo ti obeka say okay, why this question? You're very simple. After all, you are not being paid.
Yes.
What you say?
Yes.
Wo mumu na do resources enu sika boa wo mo. What did them say? You're very simple. Sabi oti hwe. Nyankopon pengo. Anase bia oni Dominic. Se bibi to Dominica. Na Dominic sebi. Bibi ato no da form ntime nkasa. Menya sure. So obetimi ahwe ne amadin ama obi aba betietia ne so.
No.
Good. And anya that the Lumba so a menya sure. Sanka menim ni nu baby. Anya ni wo ya menim no. Sa onya madamfo. It was that the Lumba. And then the market one no na menim wo mo. Ote de mecha menim wo. Ana enya mepe. Eyesa ebusuan nim se nipa na oda ho no.
Yes.
In fact, wonya busuan ko ade she o your mind de she. Enti ene ye ba be ye big funeral. Sabi ye mpempenfo a omo betimi de omo adwene aboa. In fact, New Patriotic Party kura ba afie ho no. Party ni to nanu mutom. Say in fact, when it comes to some funeral arrangement na yesremo. Honorable Collins there. Ye nim say papa no ti ase no kura no na we na down for politicians. Few politicians are not omonene nam no. Oka ho. And I say oda ho enti no ehihye ye bia ye party mo pese mo bebo ya mane no papa yi mo fancy ni so. So it the recommendation to become coordinator no came from committee, you know, said there be we don't know about one more year.
Okay.
What you say? Enti no mesre enye se bia and na me ankasa no say me very proud of say be baby me free o. Me yedishi o.
Yeah.
Me na nasa foto agya na chichire ginyase. Me yedishi me di akonwa. Oti de me che no. Enti me mo obi entoto mase. Untimi take advantage of that Lumba wo na o make can service hunu bi ankyere me. Oti de me che no. The fact say bia ye die ahobrase ene ani die ma wo no. Emma wo sa tu mi no. What you say?
Okay.
And obi to make us say, oh, no, okay, nebia, oh, no, but we cried in a funeral. Mammy Casamuncho. Oh, man, Penny Mahama. There has been instances, a year abefie, and I'm a funeral planning committee.
Asempa FM.
Where Genetri. In fact, Emra, a former President Rollins, every moon. Committee no moteyen. Are you aware? Say then President Nanado was part of the planning because of sending a man state barrier.
Yeah.
Missing Crawford Guinness. And Tiasamosi because the President Kofonia George Efremo. Go and check a penfo normal committee in so. Say no mun your family members are. Opinion of Kokodia dance here or court to teacher Safo Kantanka. Sabi opemso Nini about from Sante Hima funeral planning committee no Nana Safo Kantanka teacher why you busiani, but he was part of the funeral planning committee. So when it comes to planning, now you who say bibi umu obetimi dia beboa and no has nothing to do with status in the society.
No, I get that.
Yes,
but when beyond funeral planning committee you are making comment in media interviews, which comments sometimes border on why the year, why the year, why the year Busiani, why the year Busiani, why the member of the extended family, why the member of the nuclear family. That is you going beyond
that is the problem with media no momo diabe to Ghana. Because munya educative mayen and saying ote na obi issue statement. Immediate family. It's up to the media. Say obema sa civic education no. Say okay, what constitute or immediate family comprises of any person and I say consist of any person na membership no ne hwan ne hwan. So the moment I be educate say ya poku omu a obe free mo be ka say say immediate family na modi statement e ba no say me koye head enye ye because emremu no menya part of that immediate family. Now I educative so that some misleading headlines no eno na embody nkrofo ema omodi division eba because who jitu mu say nya that the Lumba busu apanyini ena sabi asem we nipa no bi egu ne ho fi a abusua ba na wo oman we mu a omo si asem nim momma me single family issues ni ho issues there ebe pa de bia but who know say wo de ani die ni ahobrase ani bia wo lobbying skills bi wo abusua apanyini wofa tie me kakra e bia say ni na say wo ba na wa ye wadwene say dam abusua apanyini eye wo asem o me abusua apanyini I don't think say you dare say a year befie na wa get it to say una wo ba beje a year free ni say there be osre because you see say your family system no ya in such a way say
no unfortunately me busa question no say do you believe say so far as this funeral is concerned
no so that me problem
what stay within your mandate as a member of the funeral planning committee? Have you done that? Listen. And I go beyond
no. Tie. Me betina han. Nana no ma kasa se 13th.
Yes. Yes.
Me the only worry na me wo any say ne bi mo pese o mo drag menhia into sa omo
nana no be enra meeting.
Me pese me kire say nana no a omo so mo menhia. Ena omo di 13th date ni ba ye o. Enya busua panyini utie ade no me say misleading stories no. Eno na in central for ni so di video manu atum.
Menhia na de 13th.
13th no ba betu dwa.
Na de na enra papa she say ensane odwayoma menhia anyi.
Nipa was one copy.
Yes, so say mama China so mama hwan be a friend catch them. Me
say nipa no one copy. Ado ono kwa ne ko. Nipa no bo no kwa ne ko. Obi unim me problem am with media ni. Very simple o. Koyonso ukobi o man kobi. One kobi. Okay, tesem reporter speech. Oh okay. Anye yen kra no yen central for no. Yen take his side. Enti yentie afane afa yentie team ho anwan yenye investigation from Menshia o establish that truth na obia ba studio a onim se papa yi ana se ahade de me be kan bia na omu wi omu be verify but say wo jama ne fam from em na waka na test bi so de ato so na call a TikTok na microphone de oni ese otum for reject papa ni kura we hu no se bi entoma kra fra no we hu no ntoma kro but what me de asem hye na no se wonu so mbeka so otum for so momra Thursday ohene nka bibia o but mo de betu jubilate yesi Thursday yesi yaji funama yen yaji yaman so me problem ne say enka media ne be boa yen say nipa ne kura na mo interview no ni rule anything anya bia education or dey ban ebeboa when it comes to some personal attacks no ya dey na
very well
I think
Collins, I think we've spent some time on this
sure
nyame ya domo you say as far as the funeral planning committee is concerned
you see the problem you see the problem ni say ahemfo na the dey so abahina ba be can say nothing has changed
okay
date for the funeral no remains 13th
okay
ebeko so wa baba yara sports stadium
that's fine
wa beka ohene na beka instead say wo central ni no wo ba wi ekodi ohene ne kan ye no na obi ate ne ho ase no o say o na Collins say
na zia hwan na
da bi na me chese ohene ne beka wanti
meni ohene bi ani nkomo
da dia so aban beka 13th na wanti
obeba ha no meminim moye ne say how an
yo
and that's why I put all the questions to you
so
as a member of the funeral
so me kasa no uti
are you saying you don't believe in what you have said?
No don't go there don't be mischievous what I'm saying is say ohene no the 13th ne ba ye
yes
Una I was already
I didn't hear Ohinibia speak. So I heard you as a member of the funeral planning committee.
During my
and I was Saturday
during my conversation.
Yes.
Utie me a.
Yes.
Me can say the 13th no date no came from Nana no mo kotenase.
Yeah, you've made that point.
Fantastic. And two day babesi no. I was say o can no say. O conclusion must be that where the Nana no makasa 13th no. Na honorable dia beso so na 13th
honorable o say a year
what take it
o say a year be so 13th a year be so why are you running from the fact o say a year be so 13th
ade no e 13th enti so that so utie sir
you are a member of the funeral planning committee that amount some gravitas it look as a year be so 13th I can confidently
how many times and I will pass 13th no obi ka kire wansa na waje adi one now the wadwene person we are now still controversy because what you are saying me unity hone nine
Collins
13th I've been consistent
that's fine
yes 13th
that's fine
and no say 13th no
you are a vice chairman of the funeral planning committee
you can't
and that's a big
you
deal.
Can't listen
it in nyame adoma me the year na baso Baba Yara Sports Stadium the funeral planning committee in charge of the funeral vice chairman of that committee Akai Sesudia says me the year air baso end of story we are done inti ya Lumba adofo no
vice chairman of the committee has re-echoed what Chief from Mensia said 13th sana was say the message so that obin koka say efabi you see you are the problem because I can't say ya obi a wotie bia be hu ni say oh eye nananom na de ba ye de a ene ye ntime ntwe nananom anongofom but you don't push it to ebusia panyini and Collins na ebusia no you don't do that you don't do that
okay,
Obi
we can agree to disagree
no the point that so no you can't say that
but it's fine
you can't say that so the bottom line is say nananom say 13th mama ye fa nidie na omo so omba ye omo de 14 no eduru waso ebetuma koja wom say bi on be memorial but the bottom line is say eye no eye ayipon no
yes
nananom have spoken say 13th and no now we are going by 13th no since sanye bi ba nananom na beba be kana bontene say 13th na ye kan ye no ense sanye ba
that's fine
and I say omo injanse no so kra ko hodi ma wo so de a eno de say obi an konko ya de ase bi emra wakoti amra so so
as but clarify the injunction application now coordinate national Thursday you know and an injunction on the funeral an injunction on the bank account you said and
no omatwe transition for na be shame
okay
so
as a part of the injunction application
yes so they are notified that's what I'm saying say omo hope yes adie no
okay
but to the best of my knowledge you know emra wo man we mu and no reasonable cause no be take decision the chaos ebeba na say decision a day you can say suffering.
Okay.
Ebebre will be into the bottom line is nananum aka ena me so Collins Amankwa me so ma kansi sudua
okay
ena busua panyini name corner busua no dodo na so kansi sudua say 13th.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Mate, honorable Yedase